Got a house that smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan here to set the tone. Confession booth, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and
Thank you, and have a great day.
Mi burrito es tan bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco bueno, bueno, it stings like a bee. They told me she was his sister, now I'm plagued between the knees. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs.
Well, hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I'm your host, the amazing Super Chris. Thank you for joining me this morning. It's Monday. Don't applaud. It's Monday. Who applauds on a Monday? And it's a cold Monday. It's cold. I mean, cold. 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 'Tis cold. Look at all this. Look, check this out, my friends. Check it out. We have 4 dogs, 4, not 1 or 2 or 3, but 4 dogs in the wiggle butt zone. That's how cold it is this morning. So it's cold. We're going to have some fun, do normal stuff, talk about normal atheist, blaspheming kind of things, because that's what we do. But, also today, Trader in Chief, the Overlord fact. No, that's not what he's called. The Golden Cat. No, yeah. Trump is taking office today. So we might glance off it from time to time. Speak about him while we still can. But yeah, that's kind of the thing. We'll see what happens, but we're going to have some fun.
We really need to stop with this falsehoods nonsense. These are lies spouted by who? Liars. And they need to be called out as such and shamed for their what? Their lies. When Trump's campaign began is when the rain of lies began falling down upon us. But oddly, people suddenly didn't want to call them lies anymore. They were falsehoods being told by the president. When the news started calling out his lies, he called it fake news, or as the Nazis called it, der Lügenpresse, or the lying press. Kellyanne Conway dubbed the term alternative facts to describe the lies being told by the Trump administration. But honest people knew what they were. Lies. Outright, bald-faced, look you in the eyes while stabbing you in the back lies. The president's lies have cost our nation trillions in treasure and hundreds of thousands of American lives. So stop softening it and calling them falsehoods. He didn't misspeak. He didn't misremember. He lied.
Look at all that hair I didn't have. Every now and then I'm like, I want to get a haircut. My wife grabs me by the scruff of the neck. She brings me over to the screen. She said, look what happens when you get a haircut. I'm like, all right, fine. I was starting to feel like Old Man Grizzly. You guys remember Tormund from the Game of Thrones? I feel like I could play his grandfather. It's just getting out of hand. But I did put some beard butter on it. The beard butter stinks really good. It's good stuff. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Philip Lister, thank you for joining us. Trump lies a lot. Even the BBDC describes what he says as lies. Yeah, a lot of times they still don't. Even today, they still don't. I noticed a new name, Ricky Lee. Thank you for joining us. I applaud on a holiday, Monday off. That's a good point. That's understandable. I get that. I do. Wiggle Butt Zone, yes. Thank you all. Vic Lid, Simply Secular Dave, Rainbow Love, Left-Handed Jedi, Idiot Test. Idiot Test, good morning. I hope your youngin' is doing good. You've laid hands upon her and she's healing. I hope everything's going good with her. All you wonderful people, thank you for joining us this morning. Good morning, Renegade Sapper. I'm Grizzly Adams. You see my pics. Yeah, I'm getting there, huh? I know. And I want to say something. I have a complaint. I have a complaint. Who do you think is older, me or Durante? I don't know really yet, but probably Durante. I don't know. It's just kind of, I did the thing on the nonprofits. That show drops. Oh, it drops today. We may be able to watch that. Let me go see my version on the draw. But the host of the nonprofit, Scott Dickey, I'm looking, I'm like, hey, I'm clearly older than this man, clearly. And no, he was older than me. I'm like, damn. Oh, I want to mention, I don't know if you guys probably can't hear this, but my wife has this candle. And what this candle does is it burns. It's made out of a real wood wick. So this candle, even says wood wick on the front. So it makes this cracking sound. I was wondering if we could find some way to get a candle that would make a little screaming like a goat sound for our Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles. Goals. We got to have goals. It's a marketing thing. Renegade Cracker. Renegade Sapper. Black don't crack. That is... I am jelly. That is true. Rainbow Love says, I love those candles. She's a fan of the see, I think it's a good idea. We got an idea. The screaming wick is called your finger. Excellent point. Excellent point. Oh yeah, let me see what I was doing here. I got lost. Good morning, Chris Fairley. Thank you for joining us. The God of the Bible takes office today. Well, I don't know about the God of the Bible, but the golden calf at the very least. Yeah, but yeah, it is kind of an ugly thing. He'd like to be compared to the God of the Bible. Dane says he is the brightest night, the darkest light, and the ascending. And says, what's up? Good morning, Trina. Good morning, Trina. How are you doing? She's working, doing the job thing. I was trying to stay warm, I hope. Trina says, I had to pipe in here for a minute. Chris, you are aging like fine wine. Thank you very much. Loving the beard, sexy Santa thing going on. Back to work. Thank you very much for that. You and the wife, Trina, are very flying in unison on this thing. I'm okay with it. I think it's looking good. I mean, I'm starting to get kind of a sassy grandpa thing going on. Wait till they get a load of me. I'm like all wild looking, like, don't mess with that atheist. It's like a natural anti-predation thing. I just look mean. I just go. I did another video this weekend. We'll watch it later. In the middle of that video, we'll be watching it. And I've talked about this on the show. We'll be watching the video, and it's like, you're going to hell, and you're going to hell. Oh, hey, did you know I host the Daily Atheist Morning Show? Check this out. Funny, goats. Back to doom and destruction. Yes, and you're going to hell. It's pretty funny. I get a kick out of it. Good morning, Judas Escargot. Good morning, Judas Escargot. Thank you for joining us. The God would love screaming, burning things. Yes, it would. In fact, welcome to the... if you're around later for the goat-scented flesh candles commercial that I have worked up, that we've been developing in Father Flanagan's laboratories, you're going to appreciate just that statement alone. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, that's fantastic. I'll repost it up there for folks to see. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Nero. I'm not sure how you do it. Nero, thank you for joining us this morning. Welcome to the damnation, my fellow burdeners, at this ungodly hour. Right on time. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I hope you sinned safely. My sports ball team got to watch other sports ball teams play in the playoffs. So not a lot to talk about there, other than the fact that the sports ball team that beat my sports ball team got beat, and therefore I always feel good about that. That always feels... makes me feel good. Makes me tingle. So good morning, everyone. Andrew Valinsky, thank you for joining us. Who's your favorite musical artist at the moment? Ooh, that's a good question. I am. Yeah. Currently right now, if you were to catch me walking around this house singing a song over and over again by any musical artist, it would be my own song. You probably haven't heard it, Andrew, but you might if you hang around long enough. There's the Mi burrito está no bueno. It burns when I pee. There's that one. And then there's also the other one. So I got a couple of good songs. I currently, though, I hate to say it. I mean, normally I would not say that, but I am my own favorite artist at the moment. Yeah, I'm working on an album, my first album, called The Blasphemer's Ball. Look forward to that. Coming soon to a Walmart near you. Good morning, Simply Secular Dave. Chris sold out to Big Burrito. Yes, I've sold out to Big Burrito. I don't know. If Big Burrito shows up, I'll sell out. I don't care. I'm a sellout. I don't care. You like the goat song? I dig the goat song too. You know what? Since we do have I thought the burrito song was a Miles Davis record. You have no idea. You, my friend, are in for a treat. And I don't know how I mean, we haven't gotten far into the show this morning. People are like, damn, we already listening to the songs. But I will tell you, I have a goat song, and I have a let's see. You want the goat song? Is it the goat song? Okay, the goat song. We haven't heard the whole goat song in a while, unless you're here before the show. Here we go. Now, there's no video to it. You're just going to hear words, hear songs. Now, if you're not tapping your toe by the end of this,
smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up baby, make your room right. When you sin and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone.
That's fire, isn't it? That's awesome. Thank you.
Father Flanagan, here to set the tone.
Later, Dave. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Confession booth, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend?
Hello, Elcor420. Just subscribed. Elcor for Mass Effect. I don't know if that's from Mass Effect, but that's where I know it from. Hello, welcome to the Damnation. Thank you for joining us. You know, okay, so that's the Light a Candle song. That's the Goat song. I appreciate that song. The Goat song does indeed rock. But the one I've got in my head now is the Mi Burrito Está No Bueno. And I've had it in my head. I'm dying to hear it. I know, my friends, I can tell you also are dying to hear it. Now, if you're new to the show, you'll be like, oh, okay, this is cool. But if you've known me for any amount of time, like I'll be sitting here doing, oh, let me get this going, you know, and I'll start messing with something off to the side, getting a screen going, and I'll start singing a song. It's Mi burrito está no bueno. It burns when I pee. Now, I've done that for a long time, and then I'll usually end it by going, that's a love song. But I actually went to, and I used my creative juices. My brain was flowing. I just want to kind of mention, I don't know why, but every day for like the past week, I've had a little tiny pressure headache. Interesting. Okay, anyway, God smiting my brain. So here we go. Let's go with, I want you to enjoy, if you will, the newest song. It is part of Father Flanagan's line of sexual health products. I think we're going to call it the Pharaoh Sombrero, which will be, of course, a condom, Father Flanagan's Pharaoh Sombrero, obviously. And the reason why is because, you know, when you know the experiences of the Pharaoh, he should have worn a sombrero, if you know what I mean. All right, peep this, my homies. Here we go. Are you ready? I am ready. Go now. Make it go, Chris. Where is this song? Ah, there it is. Haha, found it.
Mi burrito está no bueno. It burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco fue no bueno. It stings like a bee. They told me she was his sister. Now I'm playing between knees. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse. There's fire between my legs.
When the music hits me, I'm just like a Muppet to its strings. I can't help but move. It just shakes all over my body. It's good stuff.
Mi burrito está no bueno. A full bladder I fear.
Full bladder I fear.
Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno. It burns when I breathe. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs.
Trina, you're dancing, aren't you, Trina? Trina's at work. She's listening at work, and almost certainly got some kind of wiggle going on. I guarantee it. Trina's a wiggler. I suspect the evil one too is listening and may even be wiggling.
A full bladder I fear. While Brahms' lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's
It does go on about itself, but it's worth it.
case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse. There's fire between my legs. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse. There's fire between my legs.
That's awesome stuff right there. Thank you for joining us this morning, John Hudson. I appreciate you. Yes, might suggest a cream for that embarrassing itch, maybe a shot. Or, you know, if you'd have worn a Pharaoh's Sombrero condom by Father Flanagan's, you know, it's bubbling up in here. Watch, in 2 years, we're going to have this whole line of real products that you'll be able to buy. It's going to be fantastic. You just watch. We should have done this years ago. Bree, good morning, Bree. Thank you for joining us. Did you enjoy that flood that you got right there before the end of your show? I adjusted my time a little bit so the Sci-Fi Saturday show ended right when yours started rather than overlapping. So I hope it worked well for you. So the burning bush. Okay, so here's the thing. If you just heard the song, I'm actually going to make a music video to this song. I'm going to make a music video. I'm going to make a commercial for the line of condoms. But I'm going to make a music video. And in that music video, you can hear where the song calls for, it cries out for a chorus line of pharaohs going, dun, 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 dun. And I've got just the AI to make that happen. I do. Yes, look at the trees. Thank you for joining us, all you wonderful people. Renegade Sapper says, I'm not paying you full price for that song. I'll give you just the tip. Here's the thing. I know it's, I really do need to get organized, get these songs ready, and prepare to put them into a format that I can sell. And real kidding, not kidding. I think they're hilarious. They're earworms. They're great. And I even have a country version of this one that I really like. But I'm going to continue. I'm not kidding. I'm going to put together a 10-song album called The Blasphemer's Ball, and it's going to cover things, you know, songs, and just all be hilarious shit like this. And I've got to get my rose in a duck. I've got the right stuff. So now whenever I get the songs, they're licensed. I need to figure out what to do with that, how to put that on YouTube, I just don't know how to do all this stuff. I got to figure out how to do it. Looking to figure that out. To be honest, I wish I just had it to where I could just sit down and create. But I have to. That's a very small part of what goes on. Good morning, KCA Randy. Thank you for joining us. And if you need some musical suggestions, Chris, I can send you some. Thank you. I have all mine is parody stuff. They just hit me when my brain is juicy. If you send me a suggestion or join our Discord and drop a suggestion in there, because we actually have an area for volunteers to throw commercial information. It's just ideas places for me to continue making commercials and stuff. Rainbow's Love says, I can't wait for that album. Me either. That's going to be a fun one. Chris is on it. Multiple income streams. That's kind of the hope. It's, there's the hope to, of course, build a solid financial. Everybody wants to have a solid financial base. But then there's also of the building the community and getting my craziness out there and developing my name in the community as an atheist and as a comedian, because I've always wanted to be a comedian my whole life. And now I just can't help it. Anytime I get nervous or stressed or anxieties, I start with the jokes. I just can't help myself. So that really works out whenever it comes to me having to deal with groups of people or in public, or anytime I get in an awkward situation, hosting something or being a guest on a show. I just start, I can't help myself. And it works, so. What AI do I use? I've used a couple different ones for the songs. Each one has a different AI that I've used. I found one I like. It's called Sora. I think it's not called Sona. Sona, I think, is the one I'm using now. We'll see. Rainbow Love says, your giggle always gets me. Your sense of humor is right at my... Glad you said alley. These words are small. Sorry. Right up my alley. I think you're hilarious. Well, good. Thank you. I'm glad. So these are kind of the things that I'm developing and working on. I really do need to go take a headache pill or several. I'm having a headache. I will now stroke out on the channel. My face goes, not funny. Not funny. Can I be funny? I can be funny because all I have to do is put somewhere atheist comedian, and then it's okay. I can get away with a lot of shit. We're like, you think I'm rough? Let's go watch Jimmy Carr together. Oh, man. I love me some Jimmy Carter. He's fantastic. Looking at the trees, freaking at the Freakers Ball tonight at the Freakers Hall. Ooh, that sounds like fun. I am funnier than Durante. I don't care if he's got the sexier voice. I don't care. You know what? I was watching Seth Andrews like the last couple of days. I've been stalking him for fun, and he's not unfunny either. I found myself giggling and going, wait a second. No, I'm not going to do a fanboy video dedicated to Seth Andrews. That'd be just some, but Durante, oh yeah, he's a lot of fun. I can be funny, but looks aren't everything, right? Renegade Sapper says, Chris, you can be funny, but looks aren't everything. That's true. You haven't seen me naked yet. All right. That's funny. Twist the knife. Renegade Sapper says, Vic Lit. I know, right? Oh, stab me in the heart. Cast my liver to the dogs. Somebody will get that one these days. Is Jedi here? Jedi is here. He may get that one. But that's a Shakespeare thing and not a, sci-fi thing. So we'll see. Hard to beat Durante's voice, though. Yeah, that's right. Oh, man, that voice. His deep and sexy voice. All the kidding aside, one of the things I really enjoy and appreciate about Durante and what he has going on over there is he has a community going on over there. He really does have a lot of stuff going on. I've looked at his Discord, and our Discord is coming along great. Thanks in no part to what I have done. Scotty and Viclet have been developing and cultivating our Discord, but it's only been they've only had a little bit of time to work on that. And man, if you go look at Durante's Discord, they got it nailed down. And even over there at their place, I just noticed they posted it. They have like this document you can go that talks about how to volunteer and help and how they run their community and all that business. And me, friends, Satan compels me to steal any good ideas I see. I don't know why, he just does. So let me catch up. Crazy Bible stories. What you got? Who's got a crazy Bible story? Well, all right. Let me just catch up with the thing. Is this the dagger I see before me? Is this? All right, here's one for you. I see the boy I once knew in the man who stands before me. Was that Julius Caesar? Oh, no, it was Shakespeare in Love. I can't remember his name, Jeffrey Rush's character. He's like, hey, let me 50 pounds. He's like, for what? So I can go basically work for somebody else. He's like, oh, really? Stab me in my heart. Cast my liver to the dogs. And then the other guy's like, so it's a no then. But yeah, so that was that was very unfair. Very unfair. But you did great. That was a good try. Scotty, pass that roach, pour the wine, I'll kiss yours if you'll kiss mine. This is getting naughty. Hello, look at the trees. This is no time for romance. I haven't showered this morning. Cuddly Unicorn, good morning, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I like that. That's cute. Hello, welcome to the Daily Atheist. Chris Mallard, OnlyFans. That's right. Crotch cam coming soon. As things work out, I've got a wish list. It's on the wish list, but I've also gotten coin that, as the show's been, so we'll be getting the crotch cam. Don't tell the evil one. There's no crying in baseball. That's right. Good morning, Robin Webster. How are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you sinned safely, caused all kinds of mayhem and trouble. I wrote a gender swap, Renegade Sapper says, version of A Midsummer Night's Dream, and it turns the story pretty dark pretty fast. I guess it could. Good morning, Spooky Bed Hair. Thank you for joining me joining us this morning. Welcome to the Damnation. It's powerful early. It is an ungodly hour. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you sinned safely. Stayed out of trouble, all that business. Thank you. Saw me on the nonprofits yesterday. Okay, I was actually, I'm a slacker, to be honest. I get distracted with my own, everything. And I was going to look over here on the nonprofits to see the video. Let's see if I can find it. Nonprofits, and I will share it here and we'll observe it here with my we'll pop up probably. We'll see. It was fun. Where's the nonprofits? Did I miss? Oh no, there it is. I enjoyed it. It was more fun than I thought it was going to be. And I got to be honest, the reason why I didn't expect it to be as much fun as I thought it was going to be, if you will, is because it was a lot more homework. It was like school. And I was like, oh, okay, I got to go read. And I was like, honey, come in here and read these articles for me. Read them to me. I'm dumb. So she had to read them. She did not. But I had to go read articles and do stuff. And at first I thought, man, this is going to be kind of less than fun. If fun was over here, this nonprofits thing is going to be like less than fun. Fun's going to be like over here. And this is going to be fun. And this is going to be the nonprofits and less than fun. But it was fun. I had a good time. When I got into the articles and figured out, okay. To be honest, I just, when, they put you in this group, they're like, oh, hey, check out this thing. And they give you a document like, okay. And I just try to figure out and follow along what everybody else was doing as best I could. Sorry, Scott Dickey, for writing your intro for my section. I know you went ahead and wrote your own. I appreciate that. I just kind of thought, based on what I saw, I was just trying to do what I thought. So I was like, look at the amazing Super Chris. Is he not dashing? And I didn't really do that, but it would have been hilarious. Anyway, so I had a really good time. And there were 4 people scheduled to be there. One of them could not make it, and I got to read his part, so that was cool. Hooked on Phonics did fantastic for me. Working on my nonprofits homework today. See, homework. Really, though, I think I shine in the phone live conversations. I want to talk to people. I want to bring them, into the darkness or from the darkness. Depends on your perspective, I guess, really. Watch too many Tom Hanks movies. Is there such a thing as watching too many Tom Hanks movies? I'd watch Tom Hanks play damn near anything. I'd watch him play The Little Mermaid. I don't know. We go back though. He's a comedian, one of his first movies was about being a stand-up. I think it was Sally Fields in it. Old brain, very old. Let's see here. Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie. All right, Stephanie Helms. Cool. That's awesome. We were 10:30 Central. Okay, cool. I wish I had what channel is it on? Is it on the Transpositions channel? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just kind of carrying on it. I may try to find a way to go find the link for the video and then put it in so the stream can just pop over because it starts just after this one here. And so I'll carry on. So let me catch up with my show, though. I got a lot of things. It's Dr. Hook and then the Medicine Show song. Oh, yeah. Man, that's been a long time. I've run a lot of cannabis through the brain since the last time I heard any of that stuff. His Messenger, good morning. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you didn't sin at all because you take that stuff very seriously. Yes, look at the trees, the black ones, the white ones, the yellow ones, the red ones, necrophiliacs. That's the, okay. Mini moons. Blessed be he. While I do this, let me check our poll and see. We haven't talked about my poll of the day. Poll of the day coming soon to a Walmart near you. The youngins. I've heard of Dr. Hook. It's just been it's been a long time since I've listened to Dr. Hook. Let me come over here. I want to check this out. We may have to watch this together and hope the, not all
Welcome
of it.
to the nonprofit.
See, all right. This is what I'm talking about, you people. Look, check this out. Who do you think in this video is the elderly most person? Let's watch. Here we go. Boop.
It's the show where we discuss current events from an atheist, secular humanist perspective. In our first story, we look at the hows, whys, and now whats of some policy changes Mark Zuckerberg is implementing at Meta. Chris Mallard, what is Zuck up to?
And they let me talk. I know, it's crazy. They just let me talk and go on about myself and, but there he goes. But who do you think, my friends, is the oldest person on that panel? Well, you're wrong. I too thought I was was almost certainly the oldest person on the panel. Scott Dickey, though, had to show me up by a couple years. Good morning, Top Tester. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the show this morning. Get up on that poll. Okay, the poll. Yes, distracted. Man, distracted. Here we go. The poll of the day. What's the most ridiculous... All right, I see. There's probably some kind of trick answer. Somebody wants the poll. Okay, what's the most ridiculous story of the Bible? They want us to believe what? Craziness. Now, these were the ones I came up with off the top of my head. The creation story. How did light exist before the sun? Actually, that's easy. I got it. That's the easy one. There was light for like 12 billion years before the sun-ish. Noah's Ark. How did they fit all those aminals in the ark? Vaseline. Number 3, Jonah and the whale. How did he survive in there? Mm-hmm. And then the resurrection. The whole concept is ridiculous. That's my personal favorite. Let me refresh and see how many votes we have, and then I want to pull me back over here just so I can go through the comments with you without posting anything, without something most unfortunate popping up on the screen. You guys are awesome. Good morning, Quasar. Thank you for joining us this morning. All of you. Tsunami. I noticed that the other day. It's tsumami, not tsunami. I was thinking it was tsunami, like the wave. It's tsumami. Isn't it more like the flavor? That's umami. Anyway, so let's see. The weird story with the talking donkey was one I thought was so ridiculous. I mean, seriously, what is this, Shrek? Thank you for that, Raven Lindsay. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah. I wish I had more options in that thing because there were so many. All of the above, according to Mr. 3600 TX. Agreed. The Tri-Omni. The Tri-Omni. That sounds like a Legend of Zelda situation going there. Hard for me to pick between the first two. I voted Noah. Noah's pet products needs to happen. Yeah. Well, probably in Noah's line of floaty devices from Father Flanagan's line of laboratories. Chrissy, good morning, keeper of the clink. How are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. And Nancy, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Did you send safely? I send safely. Oh, and we're working on a new product line, as always. Our new product line is, let me see if I can do this here for you again, for everyone, just briefly. I don't want to, hammer it to death. But we're working on Father Flanagan's line of Pharaoh sombrero condoms. And this, I believe, is probably going to be like the, maybe the logo or something similar. But it's something we're working on. If you happen to know that in the Bible, Genesis, Abram gave his sister wife / niece to the Pharaoh, and the Pharaoh caught the crotch cooties. And that's what the song, I'm sure you've heard my song by now, the Pharaoh's curse. That's the curse we're talking about, is the crotch cooties of the Pharaoh. And because of that, the nature of that, we are developing the Father Flanagan's line of Pharaoh's sombreros. A hat for your little Pharaoh, that kind of situation, your little Ra. Let's see here. Oh, it's short for Sumami Yami. That's fun. That's just fun to say. Mark Robinson, thank JC, he won, referring to Trump. She had a terrible laugh. Yes, it would be unfortunate if we had a sane individual in office who wasn't a fascist dictator and who wasn't going to plunge our nation into like financial ruin and all this other stuff. She had a silly laugh, though. We couldn't have that. That's like the last time. Remember the last time, all the butter emails. Trump's over there going, no, don't worry about the cooties. People are dying by the thousands and thousands. He's ripping his mask off. Don't worry about the cooties. And people are going, yes, Trump is unaliving more American citizens than Japan and Germany all by himself. But her emails, damn those emails. Left turn. Sorry about that. Aren't atheists in a grace period? What kind of grace period would that be? Good morning, Maya. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a day or three. I hope you're doing wonderful. I'm surprised that being a convicted felon, you could even run for political office. I mean, well, oh, it hurts. It hurts. Good morning, Maya. Thank you for joining us. Yes. Wasn't shocking the White House with people trying to defund the government. Yeah, it's just, well, see, that's the whole deal. They defund the government, and then they can remove all the rules, and there's no laws to protect us from them, and then they can just bilk this country for everything they want to. And then if they do get any kind of comeuppance, they put all these judges in place, And I got to be honest, not that I want to go there. I'm trying hard not to go there yet, but I blame Merrick Garland. Yeah, personally, Merrick Garland. He waited way, way too long to start his investigation and do what he did. Way too long. Trump should have been sitting his fat ass in a prison cell a long time ago. That's just my thinking, though. Thoughts inspired by the Lord. The Lord gave me these thoughts. I was like, Lord, what the fuck are you talking about? Then the Lord said, just listen to me. I'll tell you. I love that guy. If you know who I'm talking about. It's my island. That didn't scare me at all. Oh, good morning, Marxion. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Damnation. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Guys, I've got a new video going, and in this new video, my videos, guys, where they are serious. I'm serious. I'm talking serious. But at the middle of the video, I cut out and I did some Daily Atheist morning show with some laughing and some goats. I gave the people who are watching this long form video are getting goats, my friends. They're watching me. They're like, oh, look at this serious, most intense individual. Oh my God, goats. Where did those goats come from? I will show you the video. We're going to go over the video. It'll give me a moment to warm up my coffee. And I think you'll see what I'm talking about. Cuddly unicorn, since the Supreme Court give him. Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I mean, it's like, wait, I thought it was the Supreme Court that was saying that TikTok was bad. All of a sudden, Trump says, and now the Supreme Court doesn't have anything. Anyway, check this out, mon ami. I think you're going to enjoy this one. This is my newest video. Look, he looks drunk. He's drunk. Drunk bastard. Anyway, this is my latest video. It is the top 10 reasons why religion is a scam. And always has been. I think some of you will appreciate this. And again, there's a thing in the middle. We'll watch it. You'll enjoy that too. Let's have some fun. Of course, you know me. I'm gonna pop in, get some coffee, pop out. I'm gonna go get me some headache pills. That's what I'm gonna do. But don't worry, friends. I can still be a funny son of a bitch on the headache medicine, even if I'm sitting here in a pile of my own urine. That's okay for you. Here we go. Let's see what this jackass has to say. Mark Zuckerberg has announced he's going to stop other jackass Christians. This may be hard to believe, but your religion is a complete scam, and it always has been. It's literally a group of people who are using your gullibility to make a living. When we look at the Old Testament for the notion of an offering, the scam is clear. Essentially, if you were a priest, you'd get the best of the best given to you to cover everyone else's sins. A man sins, he brings you his best goat, prays, lays hands upon it to transfer his sins to the beast. Then, as a priest, you unalive the goat, sprinkle its blood on the altar, and keep the rest for yourself. That's right. You get to keep the rest for yourself. Convenient, isn't it? Now, sometimes the offering wasn't just raw. They'd burn it for you too. Read that as cook the animal. The scent of the burning flesh was said to be pleasing to the Lord, as described in passages like Leviticus 7:31-34, where it is explicitly stated that the priests were allowed to keep portions of the offering, now cooked to perfection. That's right, the priests. They made sure the Lord enjoyed the smell while they enjoyed the feast. And hey, nothing says divine mandate like a medium rare ribeye right from the sacrificial altar. Let's fast forward to today. Modern priests and pastors have taken the ancient scam and refined it. Instead of goats, mostly, they want 10% of your income, a tithe to God. But who gets to keep the money? Not God, the church, of course. And by the church, I mean the people who run it, many of whom live in mansions or fly private jets and drive luxury cars. Looking at you, Joel Osteen. Here are my top 10 reasons religion is a scam and always has been. We'll start with the low-hanging fruit. Number 10, the tithe. In Malachi 3:10, it says, "Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house." This verse is used to guilt people into giving resources to the church. But does it go to the needy or to God's house? In reality, it often funds lavish buildings and extravagant lifestyles for the clergy. The Bible commands a tithe, but it doesn't seem to specify that God needs private jets to spread the word. And in many churches, they give specific guilt-laden sermons just as the collection plate is being passed around. Number 9, the God wants this defense. In Exodus 25:1-2, the Lord said to Moses, "You are to receive the offering for me from everyone whose heart prompts them to give." Too obvious. Essentially, in the book they wrote, their God says it's okay that the priest ends up with the sacrifices you gave it. That way, when you come around the corner and they're sitting there eating your goat offering, they'll have the word of their God, which again, they wrote to protect them. Religion often claims divine approval for its demands, whether it's wealth, obedience, or power. But conveniently, the God wants this message always seems to benefit the religious leaders. You know, the ones charged with determining what God wants. Number 8, promises of eternal rewards. John 14:2 says, "In my Father's house there are many rooms. I go to prepare a place for you." Religions promise eternal rewards in heaven, but only if you comply with their rules and, of course, support them financially. The scam here is selling something unverifiable, a place in heaven. And wasn't that what Jesus' sacrifice was supposed to do? Get you into heaven? Well, if you still have to do that, sacrifice, your time, your money, your resources, whatever, some kind of sacrifice, then what was the purpose of Jesus? I thought he paid the price in full. Maybe you should ask for some of your money back. Number 7, sacrificial offerings. In Leviticus 1:10-13, it says, "If the offering is a burnt offering from the flock, he is to slaughter it, and the priest shall bring all of it and burn it on the altar." Sacrifices in the Old Testament were a major racket. People gave their best animals, valuable property, and after a little song and dance, the priest got to keep the offerings for themselves under the guise of pleasing God. No need to work the ground or herd animals for their food. Nope, basically a free ride, and all they had to do was fleece their followers, a tradition still held sacred today. Number 6, clergy privilege. In Numbers 18:8-20, it says, "All the holy offerings the Israelites give me, I give to you and your sons as your portion." Again, the Bible explicitly states that the priest. All right. Hello and welcome to those who are just now joining us. Thank you for subscribing to our new subscribers. Enjoy seeing you in the chat here in just a moment. Yes, it was nice to see you there. I say nice. I'm throwing around the word nice to see one of our usual antagonists probably wearing a different hat. But that's it. That's to be expected. Shame covers its face. Good morning, Vesta Frazier. Thank you for joining us today on this wonderful day. I guess it's a wonderful day. Thank you. Nice to see you there. I dropped a video yesterday and we just going over the video and all that business because it's fun. I like doing the thing. You just watched the new video. Great to see, Ghostface. Good to see. Just watched it and now we're watching it here on the channel. And did you notice, Ghostface, how in the video I'm all serious? I'm like, I'm a serious man. I'm serious and mean. And then I'm like, oh hey, but did you know I host the Daily Atheist Morning Show? You guys are gonna enjoy this. Check this out. Share. Get a cut of everything. It's an ancient example of institutionalized privilege, an entire class of people, the clergy, profiting off the labor and sacrifices of others. But in this case, we can't forget all the other honorific privileges often extended to these people. They are treated with the utmost respect and reverence wherever they go, when they should be treated as the carpet-bagging snake oil salesmen they are. Number 5, their fear-based power grab. Matthew 10:28 says, "Do not fear those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul. Rather, fear him who could destroy both the soul and the body in hell." Religions use fear to manipulate followers. Fear of hell, eternal damnation, or divine wrath keeps people obedient and ensures they continue giving money and resources to these institutions. For example, many evangelical Christian denominations emphasize the horrors of hell in their sermons to compel attendance and tithing, while some Islamic teachings invoke severe punishments in the afterlife to enforce strict adherence to rules. A very literal pay or burn forever scheme. Number 4, indulgences. In the Middle Ages, the Catholic Church sold indulgences, promising people forgiveness of sins or reduced time in purgatory for a price. You know, watching these videos does give me the opportunity to watch the chat a little bit because, I've seen the video. And welcome to the show, Her Messenger. Thank you for joining us. Hugs. I appreciate you more than you probably know. Her Messenger has joined the chat and is engaging with his messenger, who has let us know that narcissism is real and that he is the voice of God and is here specifically to bring God's message. Now, his name does say that, his messenger. But to actually have him really go, you know what, I am narcissistic enough right here to tell you that this man sitting, or individual, whomever you are, sitting right here, is special enough to the Lord. The Lord talks to me and I talk to you, and that's how it comes. It comes from the Lord to me and from me to you, because I'm special. Thank you for being there for us, his messenger. Thank you for being special and pious enough that the God who created the entire universe loves you enough and us enough to communicate to us through you. Don't forget to wipe. Okay, so I think I saw a new name in here as the chat went screaming by. Salty Sly. Fear. That's a video game. I played it. Fear. I do hope you have more to say than just that, though. I mean, you did hit the subscribe button. You sat there for a whole minute. I hope you're going to say more than just fear. I hope my headache medicine kicks in. Soon, my headache medicine. Our government is a joke. Yes, it's not even a funny one anymore. It's getting dangerous. Thus saith the Lord, have no other gods before me. Yeah, he would say that though, wouldn't he? And be sure to wipe front to back. Actually, Nancy, I'm thinking in their case, back to front would probably be apropos. They do everything wrong, don't they? Everything. If there's any choice, if there's like a moral or a social choice to be made, they take the wrong path. It's back to front for those people. I'm just saying. And if you're probably surprised this geezer old man even knows what the hell you're talking about. But I know. You know why? Because I know stuff. I'm a person who knows stuff. I drink coffee and I know stuff. Geo Sam, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Why would God need others to communicate? Yeah. I mean, why can't we all just have visions or whatever? Let's see here. Mark Robinson, talkie. Nancy Viswanathan. Nancy Viswanathan. I think I did it. Callie says, I am all gods and goddesses. See, Callie doesn't mess around. Kelly's, doing the thing at the place. I wear many faces. Come here. Come here to me, microphone. Don't be scared. In Oklahoma, Martin Luther King Day wasn't recognized. That I would have to look that up. No offense, Mark. I don't trust you. But I wouldn't be surprised. Isn't Oklahoma the place where they had this horrible attack on what they used to call Black Wall Street? I think it was in Tulsa. And they unalived a lot of black people for being black. Salty says, I'm not that narcissistic to say much more. Oh, I got you. You're not like narcissistic like the other guy or like the host. I mean, I admit it. I'm the host of a show on the internet. I point a camera at me and I talk for hours. I'm like, look at me. So yeah, I give in to the narcissism. I am. I try not to though. All good, Chris. Pronounced Vishwanathan. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I will do my Nancy. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Native atheist, Oklahoma is backwards in many ways. Yes. I lived there for a while. I did. Other gods are false. Well, if they're false gods, why would God even mention them and refer to them as gods? Perhaps you should ask yourself that question. I'm just curious. I've never heard of Black Wall Street or of the Tulsa Race Riot. Oh, you never have? I didn't call it the Tulsa Race Riot. Did you look it up? Or did somebody mention it? That's cool, though. That's what it was. I think there was, I don't know that it was a race war. I don't know. I'd have to look up. It's been a while. But just know Oklahoma has shamed us on more than one occasion in the past. My hope is that they won't do it in the future. They'll ease off on that shit. That's just my hope. But you know how Oklahoma can be. Her messenger, mother embrace you in her bosom. See, that right there is more of an embracive, welcoming thing than love me or burn in hell. And that's kind of all you got. Phantom X11, thank you for joining us. It is recognized today in Oklahoma by banks and government facilities. Regular jobs still work mostly. Yeah, but it's a thing. It happened, and it's a shame. It's a blot on Oklahoma and all of those people. Oh, I see. Nancy says, I married Callie and took her last name. Got it. There you go. We all got to have our hobbies. Vic Lit, Maya Atkinson. It was indeed a race, right? Well, yeah. There was, it was a massacre is what it was. Of a lot of defenseless people who had no idea what was going on. No idea. You know, I think their biggest sin was being successful, proving that they could, and they had to be stopped. I just think that's kind of, not that I want to go into that sort of thing. Thank you for posting the poll today, Vic, for keeping me a little lighthearted today. Tulsa race track. Yep. See, I'm not as dumb as I look, people. That's what I say. I know stuff. My knowledge of history is vague, but it is there. According to Yahweh. Let's see, Renegade Sapper. All right, so let's go on with this jackass over here. Get back to this for a moment. I got other things. We do have other things. Ooh, and it's almost at the top of the hour. This should ring right in. If we do this right, then we'll get goats at the appropriate time. We'll see. Essentially, they were selling tickets to heaven. And yes, you heard that right. Tickets to heaven. You could literally pay off God for specific sins. This blatant scam helped fund massive cathedrals like St. Peter's Basilica, but left the faithful exploited and impoverished. It spurred Martin Luther to post his 95 Thesis, leading to a fracture in the church known as the Protestant Reformation, where over the next 100 years, between 6 and 20 million people were unalived in religious wars, directly spurned by this fracture caused by the greed of the church. Number 3, pay-to-pray schemes. This is the modern-day non-Catholic version of indulgences. Some churches charge exorbitant fees for conferences, healing sessions, or special prayers. The promise of spiritual breakthroughs has once again become a product to sell, and faith is to be commercialized. It's like a celestial version of in-app purchases. Not unlike the indulgences of old, you can give money to a church and have the pastor pray a specific prayer for you, literally giving money to a man to act as an intermediary between you and God. Is the pastor's voice louder in God's ears than your own voice? Why would paying a pastor to pray for you be more effective than just praying to God for yourself? And now they're trying to take the man out of the middle in some cases and automate it all. A megachurch pastor, Ron Carpenter in South Carolina, has developed an AI-powered app where you can have your own, wait for it, AI-based Pastor Ron pray for you. In a way, he's created his own digital Holy Spirit that you can access and pray with for only. His messenger is being particularly contrary today. I just want to point out his messenger that you're wrong. You're wrong. I'll quote his messenger for anybody who's listening on the podcast, because this does turn into a podcast, cool as it may seem. Atheists don't believe words. Atheists believe other words. It's like the more you speak, the more you expose your ignorance. What is an atheist? Can you define? Just tell me what an atheist is. Full stop. And how does that have anything to do with what the hell you're talking about? Do you just drool onto the keyboard? Did your cat walk across the keyboard? Drugs are bad, my friend. Drugs are bad. Religion is bad. You should get off that shit, dude. I'm just saying. Only $49 a month. A quick note, facing backlash, the app has disappeared from his site, but I'm sure it and others are on the horizon. Number 2 on our list, and probably the most obvious, the prosperity gospels. The prosperity gospels promise that giving money to the churches will result in blessings and wealth for the giver. Of course, the only ones getting wealthy are the preachers. They promise miracles, but deliver empty bank accounts and broken dreams. Basically, it's a holy pyramid scheme, and we've been watching it go down for decades. From before the days of televangelists like Jerry Falwell and Pat Robertson on cable TV in the 80s and 90s, bilking the elderly and faithful for their retirements and what little they had squirreled away, to modern grifters like the aforementioned Joel Osteen, these prosperity gospels specialize in getting ridiculously wealthy on the gullibility of their followers. That's you. They literally exemplify the point I'm making. In the past, the clergy often hid their opulence behind huge cathedrals or monasteries, etc. But these Mark Robinson says, very understandably says, be easy on the believers, Chris. I would like to quote Shakespeare and Hamlet and say, nope. Prosperity preachers openly flaunt their wealth with mansions, luxury cars, private jets, and even a personal airport. Here's a list of the top 5 prosperity gospel preachers ranked by their estimated wealth. Kenneth Copeland, $760 million, mansions, cars, an airport, and a small fleet of aircraft. Pat Robertson, around $100 million at the time of his death. Joel Osteen, another member of the $100 million club. Benny Hinn, $60 million, exposed as a fake faith healer by a hidden camera investigation. Go check it out. Google is your friend. And finally, Stephen Furtick, Jr., around $55 million. That's a lot of money made on an invisible product they can't prove exists. I don't know if you know this or not, but I host a live morning show on YouTube called The Daily Atheist Morning Show, or The Damn Show. Well, hello, and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I'm your host, the amazing Super Chris Mallard. Thank you for joining me today. It did it. Okay, awesome. So just got out of the shower, just wearing a smile. You naughty Simply Secular Dave. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Put some clothes on, man. Simply Secular Dave's over. You ever seen a grown man naked? You know. Raven Lunatic, thank you for a super chat. I appreciate. Raven Lunatic has given a $5 super chat and says, time for a super chat and maybe the goat commercial. Pretty please, Chris, you amazing man. See, and that's what I've managed to time it perfectly. We're about to see the goat commercial. If you're one of the people who hopefully thousands of people will watch my newest video, the top 10 reasons why Jesus or why religion is a scam. Right near the end, though, before number 1, this is what they see. Instead of saying, ooh, boring Chris, all serious and all that, they see the fun Chris, and then the goat commercial, the whole freaking goat commercial, which I'm about to share with you, my friends. So, and your chat from the other day is on it. So whoever was there, here we are. Here we go. John says, put a sock on. That's good one. Good morning, Scott Duke. Thank you for joining us. I hope people are begging for goat. The goats, I see goats. People want goats. We've reached the 8 o'clock hour and you've not got, okay. All right. If you're new to the channel, you, my friends, are going to get some goats. Here we go. I'm going to get a new cup of coffee, and you're going to get some goats.
Have you sinned again? Oh, and it's bad this time. A chicken just won't do. But wait, you don't have a goat for your burnt offering. Oh, no. The Lord's wrath is upon you.
Insignificant person whose name I don't know, you have sinned. Probably. I shall smite thee.
What do? You're all out of goats. She left you for another man.
Fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles.
No goat? No problem. Just light one of these bad boys and let the sweet, savory scent of burning goat flesh rise up to the heavens.
Is that goat?
It's easy, it's fast, and deluxe models even have patented technology that produces a goat screaming sound as the wick burns.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented candles. Save a goat, burn a candle.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles are part of our You Do You Jew interfaith outreach program.
When you sin and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. When the Lord requires 100 snow, light a candle or you're going to hell.
Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. It's a lot more lighthearted and fun than my long-form videos. Subscribe and join the damnation. Thank you. Now, on with number 1 on our list, the lack of financial accountability. Religious organizations enjoy tax-free status, even as they accumulate massive wealth and engage in political lobbying. This lack of oversight allows them to operate like corporations while avoiding financial scrutiny. Imagine running $1 billion business and never paying taxes. Now imagine doing it in God's name. That's the church. And we can't forget how one of the world's most sickeningly wealthy organization, the Catholic Church, took in between $1.4 and $3.5 billion in PPP funds that were intended to help small businesses pay their employees during the pandemic. That's right, an organization that's probably financially capable of putting a massive dent in world hunger with just the golden treasures in its vault, was taking funds intended to help struggling businesses pay their employees during a time of societal crisis. During Joel Osteen's time leading the Lakewood Church starting in 1999 and going up until the pandemic in 2020, they had a total estimated revenue between $1,800,000,000 and $2,200,000,000. Yet in 2020, they took $4 million in those same much-needed PPP funds because they claimed they couldn't pay their employees. $2 billion. Yet they had to lean on the government, you and me, for over $4 million to pay their employees. Where did all that money go? And it's not like they weren't receiving any money during the pandemic. They still had online ministries and donations, etc. Talk about a scam. The stab you in the back while looking you in the eyes and doing it in the name of God kind of scam. Religion has always been a system designed to extract resources, whether it's wealth, power, or obedience, from the masses. Again, that's you. It hides behind the guise of spirituality and morality, but its track record reveals a long history of exploitation and control. It's the original multi-level marketing scheme. So remember, the next time someone asks you to tithe and give your best goat or fear eternal damnation, know that you're dealing with one of the oldest scams in human history: religion. Christians, guess what? You fell for it. Jesus didn't die for your sins. Click here to see the top 10 reasons why Jesus was not sacrificed for your sins. Click over here if you want to see the top 10 reasons the God of the Bible is more like a pit demon than a loving Holy Father. Sin safely, my friends. Take care. All right, and we're back. Let's get our things here. And this here. And their dog is going
Got a
nuts.
house that smells like old cheese and shit.
Oh, that's the video. Ollie is going nuts. I don't know why. I'm waiting for the rest of them to kind of blow up in there too. So, they who. Let me just catch up on the chat. I noticed y'all got a lot going on there. That's wonderful. Many variety. You know, history is a little different. And yeah. Yep. I don't know who's breaking into the house right now and almost certainly going to unalive me and take everything. But right now they are shivering in fear at the 12-pound ball of cotton in the other room, giving them his all. Yeah, little man. There you go. He's cute. Can y'all hear him barking back there? You can hear the bark. Okay. Ollie, come here. No, he went outside. Okay, cool. So yes, there we go. Let me get this mic over here. Man, you guys are just going on about yourself. Yes, you can hear the faint burk, 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 burk. Okay, good. Just making sure. Yeah, he ain't right in the head. He's a cute little puppy dog, but he ain't right in the head. Misinformation meltdown. That's right. I'm gonna have to watch this video. I was on the nonprofits. That was fun. They didn't yell at me. They didn't cuss at me. They were nice. I didn't break anything. Let me just catch up here. And I really am waiting for my headache medicine. I may need to take a nap. I was going to take a nap anyway, right? But yeah, I may need my head. It hurteth today. Let me just catch up. Okay, cool. Now, let me just go over here. We do have our poll from this morning. The question is, what's the most ridiculous story in the Bible? Now, friends. I do realize there are a great many ridiculous stories in the Bible. We barely cover a small fraction of them, but they are there. But for our choices today, what's the most ridiculous stories of the Bible? They want us to believe what? The options I gave were the creation story. That's anywhere. Oh, somebody's popping goats. Donald Trump's 34 convictions. You just missed the goats. Sorry, my friend, you're going to have to wait just a little while for goats. I do appreciate you. There will be a goat. We'll have more goat later. I can't get away with the second show without goats. I get my text, my phone blows up like, we need goat. Raven Lunatic says, Chris, if you want to take a nap, do you want to be Little Spoon or the Big Spoon? Raven, I'm 6'3", so I like to be the Little Spoon. I'm just saying. Thank you for the offer. The cool thing, though, is I know that if you've got like any kind of goatee or beard, it'll just tickle right back here if I'm the Little Spoon. Ooh, that's so good. And it bothers the homophobes just to think about it. Ways to Human, this is actually very sad Martin Luther King Day. I know, it's like a poke in the eye, isn't it? A kind of, yeah, a kick your dog kind of thank you. Anyway. Let's see what's going on. Sorry for your head. Me too. Mark Robinson. I've been having one every day, like a little one every day. And this morning it's a little more. It's a little more this morning. Brent A, thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Damnation. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So we're going over our poll. The options or the question is, what's the most ridiculous story in the Bible? The options are the creation story, Noah's Ark, how did they fit all the animals in there? I still think KY. KY probably is almost certainly how they got them in there. Or barbecue sauce. Could be both. Anyway, Jonah and the whale, how did he survive in there? KY. Nancy says, Chris, I've heard an orgasm gets rid of a headache. I've heard. Yeah, it's one of those things. Opens up the blood vessels and all that business. I'm all about it. And I'm totally down for working that out. Just not on this show. That's part of the crotch cam after this show for the OnlyFans. That's why we have a glass plate over the camera. Oh, it hurts. It hurts in here. I know. And the wife's like, did he really just say what I think he just said? And I'm like, yeah, I said it, didn't I? And they're like, I thought this was a safe space. Maybe. Maybe a safe space. Okay, well, that kind of reminds me of something. A splatter guard. Yes, a splatter guard. That's what we'll call it. Sneeze guard. We'll call it a sneeze guard. What happened? My crotch sneezed. So we things, where we're growing community, we're developing community. Briefly, I just want to go on about this before I forget. There was some adventure and excitement in the Discord server this weekend, and I understand it. It was probably bound to happen in one fashion or another. There's the aspects of it I regret, I understand, and also that I think are good, that we're learning experiences. All that being said, let me go back to here. All that being said, I think what we're going to do is we're going to make some changes. And this is kind of, I think it's been time coming. Our channel's growing enough to where we need this. So this is just for those people who are into the Discord and all that business or want to join our Discord channel. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a welcome page and a debates page or area, whatever you call them, area. And in those areas, pretty much everybody can the new people can come in and whatever. just know on those pages, the welcome page, you know what happens on a welcome page, they're limited. On the debate page, we're going to have a little warning going, listen, this is a debate page. There will be views that you won't agree with here. Here they be monsters. You might not want to come here. You might want to go to the other places. The rest of the chat, the rest of the server, we're probably going to limit to people we know and friends and stuff like that. Sort of like the Father Flanagan's laboratories. And I've also created another one because the laboratories is for commercials, but I've also got another area to where we're tossing around other show ideas for the damn network. And we're going to limit all of those areas to people we know and people that are, you know who you are. Basically, we're just not going to let every jackass come in there and be a jackass. The debate place, even though in the debate place, though, even there, we're going to have rules. I mean, you can't just say any hateful, ugly thing you want to. It has to be debate related. And we got people there that are wonderfully giving their time to help moderate this and do the thing. So be patient with us as we grow. All right, hey, where are you? Come here. What are you doing? Is your ear itching? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. So I don't know if you guys know, but Ollie went to the groomers Friday, so he no longer looks like Animal from the Muppets. I know he doesn't. There he is. What a cute little puppy dog. Oh my goodness, you're cute. You're very cute. You are. You've got the biggest, brownest eyes, and that helps very much as he helps me work on the show. There, you can sit. You can go away if you want to go bark at something that ain't there. No, you can't. You can't sit. Okay. The puppies. I know, right? Let me go over here though. We got Sadie and Daisy are both there in the puppy cam zone, snoozing. The wiggle butt zone. Let me catch up with the chat. Ollie pup. Yes, Ollie is wonderful. He does look so handsome. He had a little. Oh, you did get up there. He wants to lay on my clothes. He loves laying on my clothes. He had a little bandana on the other day. Do you want your bandana? Awesome. There you go. Pop. Nice. Now, very handsome. Got his bandana back. You can come over here and sit with Papa. If you want. Okay. Here he comes. Come on. Get over here and sit with Papa. He is not a cat. He's very scared of falling. So, yes. Let's see. Let's see. And that's the whole deal. Once they start getting racist and hideous and ugly, we can just get rid of them. Our chat is lit partly because we have antagonists and we let them be here and we talk to them. And part of the reason why I don't really just want to kick everybody out of the debate chat is because, my goal is to engage with these theists through my message and to bring them away from that hate faith. I've said it many times. And if we kick them all out of the chat as soon as they show up, or as soon as they say something hateful, that's tough, though. That's a tough line, though, right? Part of the deal is they know they're going to. We can only deal with so much of that. We got to learn as a community. I'm actually going to stalk kind of Durante and see how they deal with it on their server. But it's worth bringing up because Anyway, so that's kind of the thing. The changes that are going to happen. I hope we'll see about those things, communicate those. I'm sure the Discord managers need to visit and come to an accord, get our swords all together or whatever. But bear with us as we do that. And if you're into the Discord thing, please feel free to join our Discord. We're fun. They're fun. I'm actually kind of getting into it. I've been there on there a lot lately, learning and doing stuff because I'm using it to coordinate the Father Flanagan's line of commercials and stuff. Let me go over here and see what we've got going on. The War in Heaven, we did that. Okay. And the nonprofits. I am going to watch that one. I bet that is fun. I'm going to have to see. I think they just let us go. There you go, little buddy. Let me check this right here and see how we're doing. Okay. Awesome sauce. There we go. Let me get rid of that. Durante seems to follow the policy of bigots get bans. See? Yeah. We've been leaning on the terms of service. And I get it. That there are people you just cannot bring to the light. You just can't. They don't want to. They're just hateful, like bigots. They're hateful people. There are people out there who genuinely have potential. and a desire to grow in a non-hateful way. But that's a hard read sometimes. Sometimes they come in hot. They come in hot and they're angry and they're mad. They're saying things, trying to stir us up. Atheist this, atheist that, atheist this. And then, you know, you hit them with a little message, and before long you have a conversation with them, and they're finding out that they knew a lot less about the atheist than they thought, and then a lot less about their own religion than they thought. And hopefully my goal is that shortly after that, they will come to the dark side, you know. But I'm not willing to put up with bigotry and hatred and hurting other people to let that happen. Again, though, especially in the debate chat, it's specifically for the debate thing. That's what that's for. We can't have a debate room that's an echo chamber. The rest of the server, hell yeah, because that's what we want. We want to build our community and control it. But we got to have some kind of flexibility with the debate chat. Again, hate speech, that sort of shit, right? We got rules, but they have to, you know, got to be able to engage them somewhere. Battleground, if you will. Somebody, let's see. Josh, who is Josh? Josh must have gotten his ass pinged away already. Yeah, none of that. Just thank you, mods. And one of the things I got to say, my friends, I don't do this often enough throughout the show. At the ends of the show, I forget to do it. I want to thank you, all my mods, all of you people who keep the crazy away. And we know some of it's just the same guy, man, or same couple of people who just keeps doing the same shit over and over. I was watching a show over on the line last night, and I was actually talking in the chat, and I was like, wow, there ain't no jackass following me around like toilet paper stuck to my shoe going, hey, the Lion, Chris, he's great. You should let him be on your show. He's better than Matt Dillahunty and all this other shit. He's just starting shit. And after chatting for a while, I was like, wow, cool. Maybe the mods got him. I was like, Kalasia, I don't see my stalker. Thank you very much. And Kalasia's like, we didn't do nothing. I was like, oh, he's just not here. I said, I'm just going to watch in the background because I don't want to cause problems. I want to enjoy the show and learn from those people on the show, but I don't want some jackass from my channel looking at you, jackass, if you're watching. And you know what I'm talking about. Lighting up their stuff, just making their shit problematic. It just sucks. Yeah, I do. Yeah. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for doing what you... Mod love. Hell yeah. Okay, so Josh is a troll. I don't even see his thing. Looks like somebody handled Josh, and the new system we have gets rid of it really quick. So that's awesome. Hey, quit licking your foot, man. It's clean enough. Do not eat your own foot. I may need to put some anti-itch stuff on his foot. Anyway, for the doggy. Cooking, oh, interesting. Ember, trolls aren't interesting. See, that's right. See, that's the wonderful thing. Ember, thank you for pointing it out. Trolls, indeed, are not interested in learning. And that's the problem we sometimes have. Sometimes a person will come in right out from under the bridge, if you know what I mean. They may be a troll. They may seem like a troll, but we may be able to reach them, but it's hard to tell between them and real trolls. Real trolls, though, you know, the ones that do have questions, they'll be back. They'll come in, they'll say stupid stuff, we'll block them, we'll kick them, whatever. They'll come back and it'll be a conversion over time. It won't be this, oh, you've convinced me now. None of that stupid stuff. That won't happen. But the one, we know the trolls. We use our emotional intelligence to go, oh yeah, troll. Hey man, listen, dude, listen. If you live under a bridge, don't care. If you start saying like racist crap or misogynistic crap or trans people crap or any of that crap, just to provoke people, you are a troll. Welcome to Trollville. Thank you for letting us know. Really, it doesn't take long to find them. They expose themselves fairly quickly, which I guess makes our job easier. We're working, yes, let's see. Time for banana OG dab because this shit is bananas. Oh, I check your way. While I was watching the show earlier, I ate the proof that God created man right here. Giles said, I've had some good banana. Is that on your OnlyFans, Giles? Is that where we find those videos? Is that? Let's see here. Man, dude. I don't know. Yeah, anti-trans, racial, either. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know, man. Getting lots of trolls, Chris. I'd take that as a compliment. That's right. I do, but I kind of do. Sometimes I like getting new trolls. You can kind of tell the old trolls that just show up and hit you with the same shit. But to be honest, I haven't heard any of the trolls coming at me with the truth. Oh, Chris is afraid of the truth. Remember that guy? that was fun. Okay, if he gets the benefit of the doubt, give it to me when I pop the fuck off. Who are we talking about the benefit of the doubt? By the way, let me see if I can catch up with that. Cause I recently made a video. Mark Robinson says I'm here for Chris Mallard to make me laugh. Well, thank you for that, if nothing else. Hopefully maybe you'll pick up on some of my craziness while you're here. It's infective. It's the virus of the mind. Yeah, it's complicated. All right, so let me come down here. Enjoy good bananas. You guys, I tell you, bananas all the way up to the keister there. Patty and I threatened with Lake of Fire and Judgment Day is a lot. Oh, Patty and I get threatened with a Lake of Fire and Judgment Day. Yeah. Well, the whole deal about things like the threats and the accusations and all this, it really, there's this blissfully ignorant duality. Oh, we're so wonderful and we're so sweet and we're the kindest, lovingest, forgivingest people. You're going to burn in hell and you're going to burn in hell. Lesbian, you're going to burn in hell. My son, I ain't talking to you no more. No. Can't have none of that trans girl stuff going on around here. Lord, you're the best, so I love you, Jesus. Isn't it weird how there's like this love, hate that comes from them at the same time? And the hate so taints the love. It's like having a beautiful flower and then wiping your ass with it before you hand it to someone. That's a pretty good analogy. Good morning, Samuel Bankman Fraud 88, hippity hoppity. It's interesting. Chris Mallard is unafraid of one undeniable truth. Thank you. See, I am. I'm afraid of one undeniable truth. No, that's not it though. That's not it. And my mods will take care of that shit really quick. But really, let me just go here. Thank you. See, that was fast. I sometimes I click it to read it and I'm like, oh shit, you should put that on the screen. I shouldn't put that on the screen. But one thing that does tend to happen on these days, like today, Trump Day, Election Day. Remember those things or the day after Election Day, whenever the Trumpers were just so frisky. They were just, oh my goodness, the fascist in chief is they come out in numbers. So I know, right? Open it with the misogyny, bold like that. They thought that was going to stick. I mean, wow. See, here's the thing, and this is wonderful, Sumami. Mark is one of the many sad incel, meaning, for those of you who don't know, involuntarily celibate, trash bags, keeping it country, but not in the good way. I want to say that that's well said. The problem is this where do they get off thinking this is cool shit to say? I don't know. It just boggles my brain. Incel troll, right? Incel for sure. Incel inside. They probably can't afford that Tesla Cybertruck they want. Good morning, Sangji. I don't know if I saw you or said hi to you whenever you came in. I hope you're doing great. Even his sister said no. Yeah. These are the kind of guys, though, I've made the accusation in the past. I suspect that this is the kind of person that in his house is a room and there's a door to that room and the lock is on the outside of that door, probably a padlock. I'm just suspecting. And he bangs on it from the outside going, shut up, honey. If you get me, you get me. I mean, I just see this in their future. Anyway. Soon Mommy says, no shock that the racist troll resorted to bringing up CSA. Right. I mean, but it is part. All right, listen, that's the wonderful thing. For those of you who are new here and not sure, I've made this video series. I'm still working on it. I'm a slacker. But the video series is essentially the evil God monster. It's an evil God monster. Go read the book. Look at what it says. It says, tell these people I am wonderful and loving God, but look at what my actions are. Watch what I do, and write it down. And its actions and most of its words are horrific. And then we have 2,000 years, 2,000 años, in order to observe how people who studied the teachings of this kind of hideous creature would act. And what do you get? 2,000 years of the followers of this evil God monster, at least 2,000 years, right? Unaliving each other en masse, unaliving other people, doesn't matter. And you know, if the Romans came up with Jesus to pacify the Jews and make them a softer race, that just talks about how violent the Jews were before that. And they even have books talking about how violent they were. I mean, so it's just a lot of violence. My alarm is going off. My Ollie dog, he's going off in there. Good morning, Stephanie. Thank you for joining us. Stephanie, I tell you, Stephanie, I know is Stephanie here? I see somebody talking to Stephanie. I just don't know if, Stephanie. Yes. Why? You know, I'm an atheist. I've lived in Texas. I've lived in Oklahoma. I've lived in New Mexico. I've felt some mild. Ollie, put a sock in it. Sorry, my computer technician's having issues. You know how computer people are. I've had some mildly uncomfortable situations. I can't really say I've ever been afraid, but I don't normally, I'm not the kind of guy who goes exposing myself to those types of situations in which I would be afraid. But you can't tell. You can't look at me and tell. You can't know that I'm an atheist. I could just go through any one of those states, and especially to look at me, or if I were to just open my mouth, you're like, oh yeah, yeah, he's one of us. Get over here, you handsome son of a bitch. And I can kind of blend into any of those circumstances. I don't have a placard or a sign that says, I'm an atheist, your God is stupid. But transgendered people, their whole life is that placard that they're just living, but to everyone else it's like a shining bright light saying I'm different. And these people just can't, it just bothers me that they are the people who attack them, they can't hide it, who they are, or the most can't, and they choose not to, and they shouldn't have to. And the bravery that you have to have for these people to go out in public. Look at me, tall white guy, don't know nothing. You don't know I'm an atheist, none of that business, you know. But they go out and they get verbally assaulted, discriminated against. Ember has a story about how there's a place she doesn't name at her work because something happened. I think it happened before I came along in the circumstances. Sorry, my head's still hurting. But these are the bravest people I know. They're absolutely brave. For a lot of them, I can only imagine every day waking up going, what the hell is this shit society going to throw at me today? How am I going to handle it? Can I handle it? Can I be strong enough to handle it? Every freaking day. Women go through that. But I mean, the trans people, they've got to be so brave. And they're so outnumbered. And so there's this huge angry voice shouting at them all the time. The right wing, the entire political party, all these religious people are just shouting hate all the time at these people who just want to live their lives and are just trying to do good by themselves. You know, they vilify them. They say things about them. They cast their own sins upon them. These right-wing Christian PDF file pastors often talk bad about trans people. And yet you don't find a lot of articles in the newspaper, about trans people doing the things that you can easily find pastors and those right-wing people doing. They're so powerful, and they're attacking the most one of the weakest groups. I don't mean weak in a bad way. You know what I mean. The most vulnerable groups. It's a shame. It bugs the piss out of me. Where'd the funny show go? I'm sorry. I was funny. Hello, my honey. Hello, my darling. Hello, my head hurts now. I'm going to go take a pill and stroke my lonely cow. Because Nancy said it would make it feel better if I touched myself. So let me catch up with the chat. Hate paste. Fuck me. You know, it's just the growing pains. It is the pain. You know, I was sitting there watching Seth. I'm sorry, guys. The chat's going. My head's hurting. It's hard to keep up. I was watching Seth's show the other day, and somebody came in and was trolling Seth. And Seth was like, you know, trolls, and blah, blah, blah. And you know what I said to Seth? I said, Seth, brother Seth. I don't know if he saw it. I think he knows who I am. I don't know. But what I said was, Seth, I think it's at the Thinking Atheist. You, sir, build bridges. That's what you do. Trolls live under bridges. You know? And that really needs to be good enough for me too. I need to tell myself, you know what, man, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to build a community here of people because we're all under attack. We're all under the pressure of a theocracy, and it's just about to get worse. A lot worse. And so we need to build a community and work together to fight off this hate faith. I'm going to go take a nap as soon as the show's over. I actually have migraine pills but most of the time my migraines come in the middle of the night. I just wake up at like midnight with a headache, and then I get nauseous, and now it's just like my eyes are starting to hurt. So maybe I'm getting smited by his messenger's God. There you go, because he's all love and mercy. Good morning, Anarchic Fox. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Hope you're having a great day. I am taking just a momentary break from being funny because my head hurts. We're going to do a poll. Let me look at my poll. Can I show you my poll? Hey, Fox, have you seen my poll? I will show you my poll. The poll, the question of the day is the most ridiculous story. What is the most ridiculous story of the Bible that they want us to believe? It's craziness. The creation story, how the light existed before the sun. I have a theory about that. Not that I want to sane wash their story, but the sun was made 12 billion years after this, blah, blah, blah. So, migraines suck. Yeah. Maybe I am stressed out about today. I've really kind of tried to block it out of my mind. It's like you're going to get like this colonoscopy without that medicine that makes you go to sleep. It's coming. So you just kind of block it out of your mind. Just like, some of them welcome it though. I mean, it depends on your bag. I don't want to knock people's kinks, but tsunami, see, man, even the funny ain't coming right out my brain. It's just like words fall from his mouth like shit from ass. Oh, hey, it's just another day for me. Henry Hansen, thank you for joining us this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Alex, another name I don't recognize. Many people accept various religions because the dreams they see. What's logical answer for this? Lack of critical thinking. Lack of critical thinking skills. Improper thinking taught as a child. Stuff like that. A lack of critical thinking skills. Sean Alexander hails Satan. Good morning, Sean. I don't know if I said hi to you or not earlier or not. Thank you for joining us. Actually, love that. Love doesn't have much to do with the Bible. So the question of the day, what's the most ridiculous story of the Bible? The options I gave were the creation story. Noah's Ark. How did they get all of those animals in there? Jonah and the whale. I think that's one of the stupidest stories. I mean, did I use, I'm being just stupid. Stupid. That's a stupid story. Number 3, the resurrection. And that's not as stupid, I don't think, as Jonah is stupid. Jonah's is stupid. That's just stupid. Hormones will help your migraines. Well, I'm going to go work on those hormones. May pull a groin muscle. And then pull it again and again and again. We'll see. Video on the OnlyFans site. What'd you do after the show? Everybody knows what I did after the show. It hurts. It hurts when I laugh. It hurts when I look left. What the hell's going on with my bean this morning? I've been possessed by the devil. If only. Let's see, what did Vic say? Oh, yes. Vic, okay, let me go over here. I've got something. I'm going to do this real quick, guys. I'm going to do, let's do, all right, I guess we could. Well, it's 8:30. Let's do the goats. Are you ready for goats? Do you want goats? I'd say I try not to do goats. I'm going to do goats. I'm going to go fill up my coffee. It's a minute and a half worth of, people going, yay, goats, and me going, coffee. I just took those at the beginning of the show. I took the Advil. I wonder how long before I can take my migraine medicine that makes my head no hurty. No, ED is not my problem. Is that the question, Vesta? All right. I have photos to prove. Oh, that's not what you're talking about. Okay, carry on. I'm sorry. Good morning, Kelly. We're going to enjoy some goats. I've got a headache. I'm going to go and fill up my coffee. Be nice to the goat.
Have you sinned again? Oh, and it's bad this time. A chicken just won't do. But wait, you don't have a goat for your burnt offering. Oh no, the Lord's wrath is upon you.
Insignificant person whose name I don't know, you have sinned. Probably. I shall smite thee.
What do? You're all out of goats. She left you for another man.
Fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles.
No goat? No problem. Just light one of these bad boys and let the sweet, savory scent of burning goat flesh rise up to the heavens.
Is that goat?
It's easy, it's fast, and deluxe models even have patented technology that produces a goat screaming sound as the wick burns.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented candles. Save a goat, burn a candle.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles are part of our You Do You Jew interfaith outreach program.
When you sin and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. When the Lord requires that pungent smell, light a candle or you're going to hell.
All right, Ember has a question. Here we go, Ember. The new one is the Pharaoh in a Sombrero. In case you're not familiar with it, the Pharaoh in a Sombrero is a condom product from Father Flanagan's laboratories that we're currently developing. So if you know the story of the song that, well, you've heard the song. I'm sure you've heard the song, Mi Burrito Está No Bueno. It's about Genesis where, I know, right? In Spanish, mi burrito está no bueno, but it's about the Pharaoh of Egypt who caught the crotch cooties from Abram and his wife, Sarai. So there's a funny stuff. I don't have a video for that one yet, but I was planning on working on something of it today. Okay. I'll play the song here in just a second. That's awesome. I probably may not dance to it unless you want pukey Chris on your hands. Because of the headache, right? But here we go. Let's check it out. I'll let you listen to it and see what you think about the new Pharaoh. It's part of a, you know me, I'll turn it into a funny commercial that we're working on. So here is the question that Sumami asks, but who brought the crabs onto the ark to begin with? The crabs? I'm thinking it was probably one of the women. The women are always the villains of the Bible. Okay, here we go. Pharaoh. Here we go. Let me go here. Is it here? Is it here? Can you hear me? Ba weep gonna weep ninny bon. All right, the Pharaoh song.
Mi burrito está no bueno. It burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco fue no bueno. It stings like a bee. They told me she was his sister. Now I'm plagued between the knees. my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs.
Fire between my legs.
I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs.
So I'm going to be working on getting a video up for that, to turn, like a music video, because it's going to be fun. It's like with the Pharaoh's curse. I just have this video of pharaohs and then like a chorus girl line doing the kick and everything. I wonder if I could get the AI to give them fuzzy nuts when they kick. Probably not. Good. Sean Alexander Sean Alexander, my eyes are hurting now. Says this song is going to be stuck in my head all day now. Yes, mine too. Yes, thank you. That's the thing. It's catchy. They're good catchy tunes. I'm enjoying them. Guitar Dog, good morning. Thank you for joining us. The most important person in history lacks any contemporary historical mention, not even the Dead Sea Scrolls. If he was real, just a small time preacher that few people noticed at the time. Well said. One thing I think is the book of John. Oh, sorry, my friends. Oh, it's better on my eyes, man. The book of John, I think it is, says that if all the great deeds of Jesus were written down, all the pages of every book couldn't hold it, or some business like that. And yet no pages were written down by Jesus until 40 years after or 60 years after. So there we go. Let's make sure everything's going okay on our chat here. Well, Jesus was the first Pinocchio. Jesus was indeed a Jew, though, is my understanding. So the song is as catchy as chlamydia. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you. They're both pretty catchy. I did tell you I have a what I'm going to do, as mentioned, my friends, you people, my friends. I'm going to create the Blasphemers Ball. I've got 8 more songs I'm going to work on. I'm developing as they get juicy in my brain. But as I go along, sometimes because I was raised country, right? And just some things sound good country. So I'm going to release a lot of these same songs with their country version. And if you'll bear with me, I will demonstrate for you. Oh, man, head hurt. Head hurt now. Head hurt now. Get out of head. Let me see if I can find this. I really enjoy this country version of the same song. Here we go. Check this out.
Burrito está no bueno. It burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El taco fue no bueno. It stings like a bee.
Yeah, sorry, Raven. My head hurts. I turned my lights off.
Between the knees, I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse. There's fire between my legs.
I think that's going to go over really well on the country version of the Blasphemers Ball. I guess we'll call it the, what's that? The Blasphemers Shindig for the country version.
Mi burrito es tan bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abram's lies and Sarah's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito es tan bueno, it burns when I peer.
I bet, Chrissy, I bet.
Abram had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's
There you go, Jason. Thank you for showing up today.
There's fire between my legs.
That pop's really good when you eat it.
Mi burrito es tan bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abram's lies and Sarah's touch have left me itching front to rear.
Is that not awesome?
Mi burrito es tan bueno.
And it's only about half of it. But, you know, I just want to know that once this song hits and takes off, I will still remember every one of you. I won't talk to you or recognize you or acknowledge you, and you won't be able to communicate me, but I'll remember you because I can't have that removed. But if I could have that removed, I would. But just you guys are all, you don't even, y'all are going off on your own business over there. Thank you for, yeah. You know, it's funny how being threatened with eternal damnation, when we burn, you know, I mean, it's like, no, my God's not evil. No, it's not bad. No, it's not a pit demon from the fucking fires of hell. And yet it's going to create all you people. And for the simplest of sins in this tiniest, shortest of life, it's going to burn you for all eternity. There are logical issues I have with this. I mean, maybe it's just me. Chris says if you did that, you would know. We would definitely remember you. Thank you. I would remember you. I love you people. You guys are wonderful. It's such fun. This is the community we're building, right? We don't go nowhere. Kelly Laughlin says, does anyone here really believe that fire doesn't exist? You know, in my opinion, all it takes is to get burned once. That is the worst kind of pain, and which is the kind of why they chose that kind of pain. I'm gonna blow that up. It bothers me greatly. Fire is cool. Beavis. Man, you guys are awesome. Thank you all for joining us this morning, joining me this morning, putting up with me in my dilapidated state. Hey, D, the original 31. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Damn Nation. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I don't normally run in dark mode. I got a headache. This just gotten worse and worse as the show has gone on. So, and it's not my humor, you know. I'm trying to figure. It's probably Mark Robinson. He's to blame. He's making my head hurt. What he's doing is just exposing us to all of our own atheist ignorance, and it hurts. Read Hebrews 12:19. No. Not now, my head already hurts. Hellbound Hillbilly, good morning. How are you doing? Kelly Laughlin. Kelly, you know, I think I said hi to you earlier. I know I highlighted your words because they were good words, some of the best words, in fact. Kelly, you're part of our our YouTube, our Discord channel, right? If I remember correctly, I've created an area where we're bouncing around ideas for future shows to host on the Damn Show, on the Damn Network. And if you're not in that group, you might get in there because I've got a couple of show ideas that you might levitate towards. Okay. And check that out and see. And of course, toss in ideas of your own if you're not. Now, you may have already been there and posted. I just haven't been there this morning. They made you an OD over there. Ah, yeah, you got to watch them. They'll put you to work if you're not careful. Oh, we're almost done, Rainbow Love. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're almost done. Yeah, I didn't know if you'd seen, though. I think it was yesterday. I created a little area for where, because this is the Daily Atheist Media Network, and that's why, I host the Daily Atheist Morning Show on the channel, but I also want to try to put together other shows, as Kelly knows. And we've been tinkering around with some ideas, and I've created an area on the Discord for that. One of the problems we've been having, I saw like Ryan Coltastic, she was in the chat the other day twice. She's been in the chat. I'm like, hey, send me an email. But both times my email was not working. My server has been, I'm not even confident in it right now. So, but we'll get all that straightened out because I want to get some hosts, some people to do some call screening for certain shows. You'll see what's over there. Got some ideas. We're just tossing around ideas right now, but we'll see where it goes. And we'll develop some things. There's some shows like we're talking about doing something with live gaming, some kind of gaming thing. What may happen, though, is we may start streaming that for fun into the Discord only, and then later on down the road, if it proves to be something fun, we'll move it over to the full channel. We'll see. I'm just thinking about those ideas. Left-Handed Jedi says, Control S, now you're all saved for $2. Left-Handed Jedi saved us all. Thank you. Captain Taggart has saved us. Is it Commander? It's Commander Taggart, isn't it? Commander Taggart has saved us. Okay, that's a challenge. Who said that? Well, I don't know who they were, but where, you know what show that's from? Commander Taggart has saved us. It involves Snape, but not Snape. Save us from Mothman. That's cute. That's a good one, though. I like it. Let me catch up with the chat, guys, as best I can. Thank you, Left-Handed Jedi, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Renegade Sapper. Well done. Galaxy Quest. That's right. Well done, Galaxy Quest. It was Alan Rickman's character. I don't remember his name right now. My brain hurt. It hurt bad. He was sitting there. He just saved all these aliens, and they turn around. They're celebrating, yay! And they give the credit to Tim Allen's character, who's always just saving the day. You guys are fantastic. Let's see here. All right. Here's what I think I want to do. I'm going to read our super chats here. Thank you all. Real quick, I'll briefly reread our super chats for today. And funding. Thank you. Thank you, Raven Lunatic, for the $5 super chick. Time for super chat. Time for a super chat and maybe the goat commercial. Pretty please, Chris. You amazing man. Yeah, we may actually, do the goat commercial one more time. I love the goat commercial. I'm not full of the goat. We got a couple of minutes. We'll goat commercial before the outro, I think, if you're nice. If you're nice, we'll goat commercial. Control S, now you're all saved. Thank you for the $2 super chat from Left-Handed Jedi. Control S. Let me get back over here and see. Yes. Oh, it looks like 12% of the people who have voted, 78 votes on one of our little polls today. If 12% of the people, it's their first time seeing the damn show. Sorry you had to catch me when the lights were down. Apparently I'm doing a migraine thing. It's not as fun as it was on the brochure. Okay. I am me, sexual. I love me. Me too. Saved people appreciate being saved. Maybe. Deluded people sometimes appreciate being deluded. The drunk appreciates being drunk as he sleeps on the train tracks. I'm just sucking. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yes, Vic Lit, they do suck out loud. But we managed to get through this whole thing. You've never had a migraine? Well, I used to not get them, and then I started getting them. The older I get, the more I get them. I thought it was Lewy body syndrome, but no, probably not. All right, let's see here. You guys are going on about yourself. There's a little bit of fellatio fun happening there. Let me do some goats. I want to do goats for a moment because I saw people were doing goats. I love the goats too. And then, soon, my friends, soon I will have a new commercial going. When the show is over, hang around for the end of the show because it does have the ending credits, does have the Pharaoh, the Pharaoh's plague song, Pharaoh's curse song. Yes, the Pharaoh's curse song. So stick around for that. Here in just a minute. Who's running a train? You guys. All right, goats.
Have you sinned again? Oh, and it's bad this time. A chicken just won't do. But wait, you don't have a goat for your burnt offering. Oh no, the Lord's wrath is upon you.
Insignificant person whose name I don't know, you have sinned. Probably. I shall smite thee.
What do? You're all out of goats. She left you for another man.
Fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles.
No goat? No problem. Just light one of these bad boys and let the sweet, savory scent of burning goat flesh rise up to the heavens.
Is that goat?
It's easy, it's fast, and deluxe models even have patented technology that produces a goat screaming sound as the wick burns.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented candles. Save a goat, burn a candle.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles are part of our You Do You Jew interfaith outreach program.
When you sin and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. When the Lord requires that pungent smell, light a candle or you're going to hell.
All right, that's a fun one. Thank you all for joining me today. I'm going to wrap up the show now. I'm going to play the song, the Pharaoh's Curse song. Rolls with the end credits. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to go take a nap. Thank you and have a great day. Wait. Sin safely, my friends. I almost fell for it again. Sin safely. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you and have a great day.
Mi burrito es tan bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco bueno, it stings like a bee. They told me she was his sister, now I'm plagued between the knees. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. curse, there's fire between my legs. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penal plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs.